some big breaking news at this point in time. Sources are telling your channel that renowned activist Sonam Wangchuk has been arrested. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. Details of the arrest are still emerging and the authorities have not yet released an official statement. But what sources can confirm to News9 is that activist Sonam Wangchuk has now been arrested. Remember, a few days ago, he has been making headlines. He was spearheading a protest that he claimed was aimed at being peaceful, following which there was stone pelting reported at those protests. And on the 15th day of his fast, he decided to end his hunger strike, demanding a complete autonomy over statehood and the 6th schedule. What we get you right now is that Sonam Wangchuk has been arrested as per sources telling News9, although the details and about his arrest has not been released yet by the officials yet. But this is a big piece of information that we're getting our viewers right now as a breaking news, that activist Sonam Wangchuk has been arrested. Earlier, there were also issues pertaining to the funding that was raised by the government. They had flagged certain discrepancy and irregularities for his NGOs. And now, of course, Sonam Wangchuk is being arrested is what our sources are telling us, although the details of the arrest are yet to be ascertained and the authorities are yet to release an official statement. But this is a big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. Remember, he had made an appeal to the government, urging the government to listen to the voice and the demands of the youth who are taken to streets. He said that this is the frustration of the youth that is palpable on ground, but that peaceful protest had turned violent, which had seen several people being injured and even deaths being reported. Having said that, there was stone pelting that was reported, and Sonam Wangchuk distanced himself from the violent protest. The turn that the protest took, Sonam Wangchuk said that this is not something that he had ever advocated, decides to end his hunger strike on the 15th day of the fast, but it was too late in the day. The government sources also maintain that there are certain issues pertaining to the kind of funding his NGO was getting. And today what we're given to understand is that sources tell News9, Sonam Wangchuk, the activist, stands arrested. The details of the arrest are still emerging and the authorities are yet to release an official statement. My colleague Mehraj is joining me right now to get us more details. Mehraj, take us through what exactly do we know about Sonam Wangchuk's arrest? What are the areas of concern flagged by the authorities and on what charges has he been arrested?
Well, Sania, it is emerging right now that sources say that Sonam Wangchuk have been arrested, but it is not confirmed by officials yet. But so far, they pointed out his name after whole violence of Ladakh. So it was obvious that he might maybe get arrested, and that is what we are learning from our sources, that he have been arrested. But so far, there is no official confirmation on this. He was supposed to brief.
Well, we'll try and reconnect that line with my colleague Mehraj, who was keeping us ahead on the details surrounding Sonam Wangchuk's arrest. But what my colleague was telling us, that there are certain details that are yet to emerge about his arrest. But what we can tell you right now as per sources is that although we do not have an official statement from the authorities yet, what we can tell you at this juncture is that activist Sonam Wangchuk has been arrested. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. Remember, a few days ago, he did end his fast on the 15th day of his hunger strike, where he has been demanding more autonomy and statehood for Ladakh area. But having said that, once the peaceful protest took a violent turn, where there were several people reportedly injured in the stone pelting that was reported, that exactly became the crux and the turning point for Sonam Wangchuk, where he decided to distance himself away from these protests, saying that this is not something he advocates. But at the same time, he did urge the government of the day to listen to the voice of the Gen Z, to listen to the voice of the youth who are taken to the streets. He said the frustration of the youth is palpable. They are without jobs, and that is the reason why they are expressing their frustration in these violent ways, not justifying them.